What's good? What's good? What's good? The universe, the people, and the world. It's Voice here, back at you again with another fasting video. I'm here today to talk about full results of my 9-day fast and the benefits of it and how I felt and coming out of it and everything that I did while I was, not everything, but majority of the stuff that was kind of difficult, that was kind of easy. And just here to explain to you how just encouraging to push bigger fasts and to be without, because a lot of people think you need to eat all day every day, and I'm the type of person that just did 9-day fast and went into it very easily, came out of it very easily. There were some difficult times, but it was a challenge. It wasn't nothing that was supposed to be super easy, and I felt like I did a good job. I got the results I wanted to get. I felt like I got some really internal work, lost a little bit of weight, and got some stuff done that I need to be done. But the biggest thing, you don't want to be too busy doing a fast. But pretty much I started my fast Sunday at 7 p.m. and I ended it Tuesday at 7 p.m. at 7:30 p.m. and pretty much the first 5 days was kind of easy because I have did a 6-day fast before. And that's the benefits of building your way up too fast, is that you kind of have a muscle for it. Your body recognizes it and understands it. So I really didn't have any problems until I passed that 6-day hump. 6-day hump was kind of hard. That was on Saturday. The energy level just was a little shock. You know what I mean? I didn't have the energy that I was normally because I was on a fast. So it's very aware of what you're doing with your body and what you haven't put in your body or taken out. And so I was still pulling stuff out. That means I was still having bowel movements, and I was peeing a lot because I was drinking a lot of water, and I was standing on top of that, and my body was literally moving stuff out that it didn't want, and I can feel it. I can feel my gut. It was mostly my lower gut, not my stomach. My stomach pretty much shrunk, and then it was to the point that my lower gut was doing all the work, and that's why I have a lot of problems. That's why I always had problems when I was younger. As a young adult and a teenager as well, my lower gut was always hurting. And that's internally, that's what I wanted to tackle, was do a big fast to get the internal fat in. And from the day I started, I was 196 and I ended at 174. So I lost 22 pounds. And that goes to show, like, fasting works. I could have lost more weight on a 9-day fast, but what I did before I was kind of bulking up, and that's why I was at the top of my IBM 6'2". So at the top of my IBM is 195, I think, and I was at 196. So I was right at the top of my IBM, and a 9-day fast put me right in the middle of my body mass index. And so getting down to that point was kind of difficult, getting under the 180 hump. You know what I mean? That was at that 6-day mark. But my worst day was probably day 7 and day 8. That's when the day I had to be grounded more. I wanted to be sit up and put your feet up. Putting your feet up gets a lot of benefits because your blood's going more to your heart, going more to the upper body, so you can help get circulation in your gut and get some deep internal cleaning that you haven't probably had forever. I haven't did. In a big fast, like, you're not really trying to do a whole lot. It's more of a reset. When you reformat your computer, when you want to do a deep clean on your cars, you have to give it a break. Usually it's a whole weekend, or like, computer might be 3-4 hours. You know what I mean? You do a whole lot on the computer, but you still have to give it a break. You got to stop using it, and that's what you got to do with your body on a big fast. Some people understand this, some people don't. When you're fasting, is that you got to make time for yourself to do nothing. You got to put your feet up, and you got to let your body work on the inside, because it can work with you or against you. And so on this big fast, I really wanted to reset my body, and I did. And I got down to, like, it was a good weight. I wasn't really targeting a weight. If I wanted to target a weight, I wouldn't eat so heavy and so dense. But I wanted to get the internal work. I want to build my way up. It's not going to be my biggest fast ever. In the future, I'm planning on doing more big fasts. But, like, I want to be an example for people to let you know, yo, you can do this with a full-blown family. I got a wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs and 2 cats and a pig. And then this holiday season, right in the middle of food addiction era, is when a lot of people like to overeat and overindulge. And it doesn't make sense to me that a lot of people during this time of year that overindulge, then time the new year happen, they want to, get right. They want to correct their body. They want to do the right thing. When in all reality, you just screwed yourself. And I was that type of person where I was in that food addiction train. Well, this 9-day fast will break that trend. And a lot of people don't understand that this is a big solution to help you in the middle of the food addiction train, because they'll have you just keep going and keep going. You're thinking, oh, at the beginning of the year, I just need to work out into the summer and everything going, but you're stuck in a cycle. Well, with this big fast, I had benefits. I lost the 20 pounds that I in the future I probably would have wanted to do anyway. Then I got the mental clarity that I want. I was planning. Did the work I did do. I did a lot of it. I was focused on it, and I didn't have to over and over and do it. It was more like a quicker decision what I want to do with everything. So it gets down to like fasting is more of a personal responsibility to yourself, because you clean everything else in your house. You reformat your computer. You take your car and get diagnosis and check it out. But do you do the same thing with your body? Do you get a rest, or do you just go to the doctor, ask the doctor for the quickest, fastest way so you can keep staying busy? And that's what they want you to do, is in a rat race, instead of slowing down and help prolonging your body for longevity. Because this, in all reality, fasting does trigger longevity genes to help you live longer and have a full life with energy, and so you won't be always sluggish and down. Because I know there's a lot of people that eat whatever, they don't even know when they're gonna have good energy or bad energy, and they just float around thinking that, oh, I just eat food right now and it'll give me energy. You're really psyching yourself out. It comes to understanding your gut, your microbiome in your gut, and how your body treats that energy, because you might not be even, the food you eating might not even give you good energy. It might bring you down. And a lot of people don't understand what they put in their body. And it gets to the point where on my 9-day fast, I really found a lot of mental clarity, a lot of peace out with myself, because there was no greed or need for anything. And that's one of the biggest things that I took from it, is that I didn't have a need for anything. I didn't have a want for anything. And I just was at peace with myself. And that's why I like to be on my heart. You know what I mean? So as a result, 9-day fast to really open up my brain and my heart and my gut, you know what I mean? Reset my whole body, and got to the point where I had to refeed. In my refeeding window, like on Wednesday, I didn't fast at all. I pretty much ate all day, but not every single hour. Like I took, I'll go through it right now. I start off with a pineapple, on Wednesday morning, but that wasn't the first thing I had. Tuesday night, I started off with tea. I had golden milk for 90 minutes. I let that sit on my stomach. I drank it in 30 minutes, and I let it sit on my stomach for an hour, and then fully digest. The next thing I had was, after that hour was over, was kimchi soup, just the broth. I only had the juice with a couple of vegetables that was fully broken down. And once that gets on your stomach recognizes like, yo, it's refeeding time, it's opening up. But I didn't eat anything solid at that point. I just had a few pieces of vegetables, but that was it. I really don't count that, because it was really fermented, it was really broken down. That's all I had to break my fast. And that's what it comes to being aware, like, yo, you're on a 9-day fast. Everything, that your stomach is shrunk, your esophagus is shrunk, your guts then shrunk, because it's literally squeezing. It's like you're squeezing a sponge. Everything's going to come out, everything's going to wring out. And that's what the little bit of runoff and the bio movements are, is like, yeah, you're going to have a lot of runoff, because you got some hard stuff stuck on your gut that you can't get out on a normal basis. So you're going to need some extreme squeezing and pushing on your body. And that's what the fast does. It helps extremely push and like close everything up and really squeeze and push everything out, because your body is full of tubes. And in these tubes, when they're always open and always being used, stuff can get stuck at the bottom, at the top, and become a sore. And when you take this time off and you're not eating food, your body really does a clean. So I recommend fasting to a lot of people. It cleans when you refeed, take it slow. Start off with juices. I wouldn't go into solids until the next day. That's what I did. Next day, I started out with fruit and some more kimchi soup. Started out with a pineapple 1 hour. Then the next, I waited a whole hour, waited apple, waited a whole 2 hours. Then I had kimchi soup. And I refeed like that most of the day. The second half of the day was a little bit more different. I was eating my children's leftovers of their fruit. So they had some, they didn't eat all their like kiwi and grapefruit and little pieces of apples, and you know what I mean, it was some of that stuff left over. And I had a mango seed. I like eating off the mango seed. I ate that a little bit. Then later in the day I had dinner with my wife and kids, and they had some smoked salmon. So I had some smoked salmon with some chips and some salsa on the side, and I had a little bit of that. Like, we had a 10-ounce salmon for 4 people. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I had a whole 10 ounces. I probably had 3 ounces of that on my own. And that was just some healthy fats. And that's why I wanted to refeed with some really healthy fats. That whole day I had all my fruit. I had my tea. You know what I mean? I remade golden milk the next day too. I had another cup of that, and I had that pineapple, apple. I had a whole plate of fruit, leftover fruit for my kids. Then that's my 80-20. You know what I mean? I had that all day. Then that 20% was that fish and chips, a little bit of salsa, store-bought salsa, but I recommend homemade salsa. But that was pretty much my refilling window. And I wasn't looking for energy for my fast. Is to get energy after, and I did have energy after, because Thursday was yesterday, and I was busy all day, and it was like I didn't even lose a step. You know what I mean? I had intermediate fast for 17 hours. You know what I mean? I like doing the 16 and ups. You don't even have to focus on doing intermediate fasting or anything, because I just already had 67 hours of ketosis this week, and it was only Tuesday. You know what I mean? It was just because I was in that high burning phase. Like, my body is still in it. You know what I mean? It wants to retain a little bit of fat. It wants to retain the healthy fat. Now your body is smart enough. It didn't reset. Like, like when you clean off your computer, you take too much memory off of it. Doesn't your computer work faster, cleaner? You can go through, like, oh man, I get so much done now. That's pretty much the same thing with fasting. Like, you reset your body, you clean out all the bad stuff, and now all the good stuff is just left in there. And oh man, I can get some real work done. I can really build this and that. And that's what really happened. Like, your body knows what fats it wants to keep and what fats it doesn't. And it gets down to, like, we downplay our bodies. We for it. So it goes to show us, like trust in what the divine creator gave us. You know what I mean? Our bodies, our mind, and our soul. I believed in it. When I came across fasting, it was like the best solution for all things when it comes to putting stuff inside your body. So that's what I recommend, and I want people to get on it more, and I'm gonna push it, and we'll grow this channel until the message is out there that in America, on a regular, people should be fasting intermediate or block fasting, especially men, because it gives you a lot of benefit. It shows you a lot of discipline. It shows you a lot of mental clarity, and that's what men are getting today. They aren't thinking straight. They aren't on top of their game. But it's all love. I'm not trying to downplay nobody. I'm trying to recognize, like, what rut we in. It's all love. That's all I'm trying to do, is spread the love. I feel great, and I want other people to feel how I feel. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.